This video will discuss strategies for multiplying by sixes. So when thinking about multiplying by sixes, there's an easier strategy that if you don't instantly know the answer that you can use. So 6 times 7, I have 6 rows of 7 here in my array. So instead of thinking of that as 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, I'm going to split that up. So one way that I can kind of decompose that 6 is I can think of it as 3 groups of 7 and then another 3 groups of 7. Well, I know 3 times 7 is 21, and 21 plus 21 is 42. So 6 times 7 is 42. But maybe you don't like your 3s. Maybe you like your 5s better. And with 6s, 5s turn out really nice. So instead, I'm going to think of that 6 groups of 7 instead as 5 groups of 7, and then one more group of 7. I know that 5 groups of 7 is 35, and one more group of 7 is 7. 35 plus 7 is 42. Both strategies get me the same answer. It's just what other factor you're more comfortable with, 3s or the 5s. So same strategies, just a different model. So I could think of 6 times 8 instead as 3 groups of 8 plus 3 groups of 8, because I know 3 times 8 is 24. So this part is 24, this bottom part is worth 24. 24 plus 24 is 48, which is the answer to 6 times 8. Or, again, maybe you like your 5s better. So instead, I can think of this as 5 groups of 8 and then one more group of 8. Well, 5 groups of 8 is 40. One more group of 8 is 8. So total, this would equal 48. Here's another model showing those two strategies. So in this model, this is a 10 frame, and I can see the 6 groups of 4, but I can also easily see that that is 5 groups of 4 and one more group of 4. Well, 5 groups of 4 is 20, and then one more group of 4 is 4. 20 plus 4 is 24. So symbolically, here's what that looks like. I'm going to think instead of this as 6 groups, I'm going to decompose that into 5 groups and 1 group. So I'm going to multiply the 5 groups of 4, which we can see in the top row, and the 1 group of 4, which we can see in the bottom row. 5 times 4 is 20, that's the top row. 1 times 4 is 4. When I put those together, I get 24. So 6 times 4 is 24. So maybe you like your 5s, or as we said, maybe you like doubles better. So instead, I could see 6 times 4 is this. So now what I did is I took that and I see 3 groups of 4, which is 12, and another 3 groups of 4, which is 12, and 12 plus 12 is 24. I'm going to get the same answer. So again, symbolically, here's what we did. We took the 6 groups of 4, and instead we saw the 6 as 3 plus 3. So now I took 3 groups of 4, which is my top row, 3 groups of 4, which is my bottom row, and I had to add 12 plus 12 to get the answer of 24. Both got me the same answer. It just depends if you like to work with your 3s better or your 5s better. So remember, when multiplying by sixes, you can either think 2 groups of 3, or you can think a group of 5 and one more group, whichever one you are more comfortable with.